Alrighty, hopefully this is going to pop up. I am having some technical difficulties this morning. So let's see if I am in the right place. Maybe. Hopefully. Yes, I'm in the right place. Perfect. So hopefully this is going to pop up in your news feeds. And you guys are going to find me, right? A little bit of craziness today, for sure. For sure. All right. So, happy Tuesday. My name is Wendy Lee, and I'm an independent demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the U.S. So, yes, I am having technical difficulties today, so I cannot see your smiling faces, but I am doing the best I can, and we've got the phone going, and this is the fabulous project that we are going to do today, right? So we are featuring, this is from the Sweet Symmetry. Let's see if I've got my stamp set. Wouldn't that be good if I had the stamp set right here? Yes, I do. Yay. So this is part of the Sweet Symmetry product suite, and we are featuring these products in our All-Star tutorial bundle this month. So I thought I'd go ahead and start us off with an alternate card that I'll actually be sharing as part of the blog hop this week. So I can't show you my tutorial project, but that's okay. It'll be a good one, I promise. Hey Jennifer, so glad you're here today. Yeah, it's been crazy so far this morning. So this is what I'm going to show you how to create today. And again, we're going to feature this in Symmetry stamp set and the coordinating punch. Love a coordinating punch, right? These are awesome. Hey Jean, yeah, I was a little late and I was having problems, technical problems. So you didn't miss anything yet. Hey Tammy, so glad you're here. Jean, glad you're here as well. So yes, you guys did not miss me. I just had technical difficulties. So we're jumping in. We're going to do the best we can, and we'll go from there. So all right, so let me go ahead and get started with this project right here. And I am going to start us off with a piece of thick basic white cardstock, and we're going to fold this in half. So that's going to be our card base. Awesome. Now, let's see. Oh, the measurements, complete supply list will be added to the video description after. So you'll have everything you need to recreate this project on your own, or that you need to order so that you can recreate this project on your own. How about that, right? All right, so the next thing I want to do is I am bringing in the basic borders dies. Do you guys have this yet? I love these. Hey, Donna, so glad you're here. Welcome. So I'm going to use this one right here, and I'm just going to open up the card and lay this right on the front, and you can put it as far away or as close to the edge as you want, and we're going to cut off the front of our card base here. So I'm going to go ahead and take this and run this through the die cutting machine, and so this gives me my card base right here. So I cut off about that much. Cute, right? I think it adds a nice fun touch. Get that nice good crease. Oh, thank you, Donna. I appreciate you guys sharing. That's so nice. So yeah, if you guys are loving the content that I'm sharing, please share it with your crafty friends that you think might be interested. That helps me get my word out and people being able to find me a little bit easier. So yes. Oh yeah, I love the borders dies as well, Jean. For sure. All right, so next, see all this fabulous stitch detail? I hope you can see that. My lighting is a little odd, but anyway, hopefully you can see all that fabulous stitching detail. And so I'm bringing in the Stitch Greenery die, which I love. So this doesn't cut out any shapes, but it adds that fabulous stitch texture. So I'm going to take that and run this through my machine and add that fabulous texture right to that layer right there. Isn't that nice? And so we're just going to adhere this right inside our card base. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive. So I'm just using Stamp and Seal. You can use what makes you happy. So I'm putting some on this inside edge, And then I'm going to do this outside edge of my card base here. That way I know my adhesive is in the right place. I can align my outer corners, and I undercut this just a bit so it wouldn't mess with my fold. And I'd have everything lining up fabulously. So isn't that great? And then on the inside, oops, you can see all the debris I had on my die cutting machine. So we'll just pull those off. Too funny. So I did some scallop contour dies earlier, and so caught that. So it's kind of nice. You see the negative of this leaf on the inside as well, which is kind of fun. But I love this side better. So I think it was Susan asked last week about which side of the dies to use. And you can really use whichever one you want, but I love the depth of the image here, and that's why I like to put this one in the front. Okay, now I probably should have stamped the front of the card before I added that layer in there, but I didn't, and so I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to let that go. So I'm going to pull in my Mango Melody ink pad, and let's go ahead and pull in a foam pad. Since we are dealing with photopolymer stamps, granted these are small and it really probably won't matter, but I'm going to use it anyway. So I've got my Mango Melody and this little bitty flower. So I chose, even though the weather is, I don't know about your weather, but my weather is starting to get pretty darn cold. I know, Jean, you've had some pretty cold days in Oregon for sure, you've shared with us. But yeah, so we are starting to get our more cold weather coming, which I don't particularly care for. Not my favorite, I'm a summer gal. So, but anyway, it's starting to get chilly, and I did not want a fall card. I wanted something happy and something that was going to make me feel toasty warm. And so I chose some fun, bright colors, right? Because I like it. All right, let's bring in a scrap, a basic white, and I'm going to bring in Melon Mambo. It's a nice bright pink. Now, you could use polished pink if you want. Or some other colors if you'd like. So I'm just going to ink this up and get it a nice full flower there. So pretty. Love it. And I have a really inky pad. Now what's funny is as my Melon Mambo dries, it looks a little bit red right now, but as it dries, it gets a little more pink. Funny, right? All right, let's go ahead and clip this out with our snips. So I'm making this super fast and easy today. This stamp set, I love these images in this stamp set. They're so fun. I'm drawn to them. Just these shapes and the patterns that you've got. So there are really some fabulous projects in the tutorial bundle. So you can earn the All-Star Bundle for free when you purchase $50 or more with me. I will send that as a thank you. Or you can purchase it. It's $15 for the bundle. It is video tutorials, and there are 12 of them from demonstrators all over the globe. We've got some talented people on the team and a nice variety of projects each month. So my fussy cutting is not that good today. Do you have days where your crafting is easier than other days? It's like my hands don't work quite the same, right? All right. Plus, I kind of have to be in the mood to fussy cut. Sometimes it's relaxing to me, and other times it just makes me a little bit cranky. Because it's fussy, right? Yeah. I'm not getting a good even edge around it, but I think it's okay. I think it'll still be pretty. All right. Pull that out, and let's bring in, I've got just a scrap of Granny Apple Green, and I'll pull in this punch. So this is a really nice punch. It's a border punch technically, so you should be able to just slide and do a long strip, but I just really want those two leaves out of it. So I'm not going to worry about creating a strip. So I'm just going to slide that cardstock in there. Now, you could technically place your cardstock against this bordered edge right here, and as long as you can see it on both sides, you know that you are going to get it punched right out of there. So isn't that pretty? But I want these pieces. So I'm not using it as it's intended necessarily. I'm just taking away the trash, I guess you could say. And you guys know all of our punches fold flat Just squeeze that down, it folds flat, and you've got the lock. You just slide that and it will lock flat. It's got a picture on one end, so you can easily see it when it's on your shelf. Stores nicely. Okay, perfect. So I want to go ahead, and I'm just gonna kind of use this for visual placement. I'm gonna just kind of hold that right there. And I want to put down my little sprigs here. So you can use liquid adhesive, you can use glue dots, whatever makes you happy. I'm gonna go ahead and put a little bit of liquid adhesive on both of these. I don't wanna put too much because I don't want it to ooze. And I also don't want it to be totally stuck down all the way, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Oh, hid the whole group from you today. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've noticed I was setting up some events for our card club group, our Forget Me Not group, and because we do a weekly Facebook Live. For those of you that don't know, we do a weekly Facebook Live there as well on Tuesday evenings of one of our club cards. And when I was setting up the events, Facebook has yet again made changes that made it really difficult to set up the event. So hopefully all that is going to go well, and I'll be able to figure out my technical difficulties before this evening's event. All right, perfect. So those leaves are down, and now I want to pop up this flower with some dimensionals. So yes, I don't know if it's Facebook that's being ugly with the changes, if it doesn't like the connections. I am not sure. Oh, Jean, you love the fabulous all-star tutorials. Yeah, I think they're really good. You try to not miss a month. Yes. Yeah, they are. I'm fortunate to be in that group. There are some very talented ladies that I get to share the stage with. And gentlemen, because I believe Bruno Bertucci actually did one this month as well. So I don't know if you guys know Kylie and Bruno from Australia, but they're on the team, and Bruno will jump in every once in a while and create a project, which is kind of fun as well, just to change it up from a guy's perspective, right? All right, next, I am going to bring back in my foam pad and a little strip of basic black cardstock, and we are going to stamp and emboss our sentiment. So I got my Versamark pad. Alrighty, so we're just going to stamp that right down in the center here. Oh, Jean, you're sweet. I'm super talented too. I love that. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try. I obviously have better days and not so better days. How about that? This is one of those not so better days. I'm struggling a little. Technology has thrown me for a loop this morning, so it's not being my friend. So you get a little flustered. All right. I even put makeup on today because I was going to see you guys. Right? All right. There is my lovely Hey Friend. And this is just white embossing powder. I like to dump mine in a larger container because I don't like to mess with those little jars. All right. Because this is small, let me pull in some tweezers so I don't burn my fingers too bad. We'll bring in the heat tool. Now, my heat tool, for those of you that don't know, my heat tool is super, super old. Look at this. It is Stampin' Up, but it is so old that the cover doesn't even cover the metal tip here. So mine's a little dangerous sometimes. Yeah, but it works pretty much the same. You turn it on, and mine only has 1 speed versus the 2 speeds on the current one. But you hold it about 1.5 inches away from your cardstock, and you just slowly let it heat up, and it will melt the powder, which is fun and magical. So one of my favorite techniques still to this day after all these years. So we're going to turn this on. Mine's a little loud, so bear with me here. And maybe you guys can see this. There we go. It's starting to turn. All right. So that went pretty quick. Now, the more you use your heat tool, the more warm it is, I guess you could say, the faster it works. And that's true on all of them that I've experienced anyway. All right, so I want to lay this down. How cute is that? And just lay this down here. and put some dimensionals. But before I do that, let's pull in some of our twine. So I've got some of the Essentials twine. So this is our basic twine pack. It comes in multiple colors. So I'm just going to tie myself a little baby bow here. Jean, you've forgotten how to do makeup. You're so funny. I don't wear it every day for sure. But, you know, I try to put a little bit on when I'm coming to see you guys. On camera, anyway. It's a little crazy. All right. So I am just trying to get a nice big bow here. Let's see if I can pull that tight. I want some good loops. Yeah, not too bad. I think I'll clip that there. We'll just clip off what we don't need. Nice big loops on our bow. I'm going to pull it a little bit larger, I think. Yeah. I'm happy with that. I think that looks nice. So I'm just going to put this on the back of this label to start off with because it just makes it easy for placement. So let's use a little Stampin' Seal. You could use a glue dot if you'd prefer. Whatever makes you happy, right? You got to do what makes you happy. So that's just going to hold it in place for me while I go ahead and find those dimensionals that I think I tried to put away. There they are. It's so nice to have a fresh pack of dimensionals. So weird how little things like that make us happy, right? Okay, so I've got them down in my bottom corners, and I am going to overlap this a little bit, so that's why I didn't put them in the center. And yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Get my little extra bits off. Cute. And just have that little twine hanging out there. So cute. Love it, love it, love it. All right, we've got to make sure that we add a little sprinkle of gems too. So I've got my holiday rhinestones. Now, I end up putting mine in a Ziploc bag because I end up with multiple packs that are partially used, which is what you see here. So I've got strips of craziness in this bag. So I'm just going to pull out these little orange ones. I think they're actually pumpkin pie, but I think they go pretty well with this mango melody, and so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to pull some out and put those right in the center of these little flowers. So cute. That's a nice little pop, don't you think? It's not overdone, still simple, but it's got a cuteness, a sweetness to it. So this is going to be such a cheerful card to send out to a friend, right? Cheer up my buddies. Okay, now I did stamp on the inside, so let's look at that. So I've got the, ooh, I got a mess in here. Looks like I've got a little debris, little glue in there, so I'll have to get out an eraser. So I've got my You Are Perfectly Unique and a couple more flowers in there. So let's go ahead and stamp that as well. It doesn't look like I grabbed that ink pad. So let me grab that ink pad and we'll pull out that sentiment and get that on a block. And then we can stamp that as well. Let's see, You Are Perfectly Unique. Oh, I have a thanks so much. Yeah, let's keep it with the You Are Perfectly Unique. I could put thanks so much as well, but I think I'm going to go with this one. So let me go grab that black pad. There's my stamp. I need a block since I neglected to look on the inside of the card when I was preparing. All right, I've got a Memento ink pad. And this is good because I can just show you. Here's how I put my images on the block. So I just pulled that off, put it on the block. It sticks fabulously. Now I did have somebody ask me recently where their photopolymer stamps were not sticking anymore. And so if you have that happen to you, where you just can't get it to stay on the block anymore, it's typically because it's dirty. And so I will clean mine really good with just some soapy water. Just make sure you let it air dry because I found if I tried to dry it off like with a towel, it got some of that lint on it and it didn't work as well. The other thing I found works nicely is the chamois. So if you can get a good clean chamois, that will work well to clean your photopolymers as well. So I literally take them off the block and clean them. Cute, 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 cute. Yes, matte black dots would be awesome in the center of the flowers as well. It would really pop out that black layer that we did on the front. Yeah. So cute, right? Adds that cute little flower to the inside. Now, I'm not going to put any gems on the inside because I think it makes it a little too chunky. But super cute, right? Fast and easy. Has this been one of the stamps that you've had on your wish list? I think it's one that was easy to overlook. Let me see if I've got the designer paper for this suite as well. I know I have a chart. Let me see if I can show you guys that as well. Because there are, oh yeah. Let me pull that out. Maybe I can get it out. So the colors in the suite are a little more, they're a little softer. Maybe a little more springy than what I did. So you can kind of see. And they got all these great kind of folksy feel to all the prints that are in this product suite here. So, but they're fun, right? So this just changes it up, really changes the look up by just switching your colors out and stamping it a little bit differently. And again, I think this leaf, bringing that leaf die in, just adds a really nice touch to it. So hopefully you guys have taken a look at this product suite. And if you haven't, we'll maybe give it a second glance because there are some really good products and projects that you can make. All right. So a couple things I wanted to let you guys know is the Eden's Garden that I featured in last week's video is available for purchase now. Yay. So that is an early release product from our upcoming mini catalog. And I have the Maker's Mojo Eden's Garden Stamp Camp registration going on now. That closes on the 12th. Next week I'll show you a sneak peek of my cards. And then I'm going to have some additional things with Eden's Garden. I'm waiting on some more information and I'll be able to share that where you guys can get another tutorial bundle for free. I may show that, actually I may show that project in next week's Facebook Live. I'm not sure yet. So we've got that going on. And then I just found out this morning that starting November 4th is when we are going to have the next join special. So if you love getting your hands on products early, if you love getting your Stampin' Up! Products at a discount, it's a great time to take advantage of that offer. And so we have a join special starting on the 4th, so that's Thursday, and you can get $125 of the product of your choice, which I think is really awesome, for just $75. It's awesome, awesome, awesome deal. And that is going to be going on all month. And I would love to have you join the Diamonds team. So Susan, you're asking about bingo. So our next bingo event is December 11th at 2 p.m. Eastern. So I have got to get that posted and registration going on in the next couple of days, right? So you guys have time to register and I can order products and get them out to you and we could play bingo. So lots of fun stuff going on. So yeah, more to come. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you liked this project. Again, share this video with your crafty friends if you think that they might enjoy it. And, you know, check back. We have the All-Star Tutorial Bundle Hop going on this week. This is going to be the project I'm going to showcase on my post, but you guys have already seen it, but that's okay. No problems, right? If you're watching on the replay, I'd love for you to follow me on Facebook or subscribe to my YouTube channel. That would be awesome. All right. Thank you guys so much. And I will catch you again, hopefully, next Tuesday with a little more paper crafting fun. All right. Bye for now.